Hi guys, it's Lori. Please don't mind the mess in this room. I'm moving and we just got everything all apart. But today I wanted to talk to you about a couple different things. I got this really nifty thing in the mail the other day and I wanted to show it to you, and it actually made me start thinking about some stuff. So here it is. I'm going to open it up for you. It is, if I can open it, it is kind of neat. I wouldn't even thought of this myself, but someone in my family ordered it. So, okay, so it comes in this little nifty case, right? And you take it out. Come on, you take it out if you can. Remember, I've only got one hand because I'm holding this up. Um, um, you notice that you gotta use your mouth. Mouth is always usable. Now, if you get in the position to use it, you would not want to have it all wrapped up. Okay, so basically what it is, I don't even know if I can turn it on because I think it might need to be charged. Maybe. Oh, there it is. See, it's got the little light right there. This one doesn't have a flashlight on it. I don't, and it does have a little thing where you can charge it on the end. I don't know if you can see that. It's a zapper. It's a taser. Whoa, just scared the crap out of my animals. Okay, so um, this is, and I did try it out on, not on any of the animals, on my son. And it's not one of the most powerful ones, but let me tell you, if you are in a situation where you need self-defense, if the person is close enough, this isn't one of the ones that shoots out the whatever the prongs or whatever. This is just one of the ones that you have to get really close to, and it's not going to kill anybody. It's not strong enough for that, but it would definitely stun somebody enough to let you get away. I personally carry a little knife on my key ring, but you know, your keys yourself themselves can be a good weapon. Um, if you don't know any self-defense and you are a young woman, an older woman, a woman, period, or even a young man in today's day and age, you should really know some protection techniques. Now, I am a very small person, but let me tell you, I know how to protect myself. If you know how to hit somebody, you know, you hit them right here, get them in the eye with your key. If you have to, hit them in the groin, you know, to get away. But the whole stun gun thing, I mean, I would not use it unless I had to, just like I wouldn't hit somebody in the groin unless I had to. But it might be something to think about if I travel all over the place. So this is actually, this is the Vipertech. Not sure, Vipertech. I'm not sure which one it is. Again, this only cost 12 bucks. So it might be something to think about. They have smaller ones that, but this fit right in your purse. If you're driving down the road, keep it right in your front seat. I also carry a gun, but some people are opposed to carrying guns. And let me tell you, if you do not know how to use a gun, it's not necessarily the best idea to carry one without getting some kind of training, because perpetrator could turn it on you. So if you're going to carry a gun or any kind of weapon, make sure you know how to use it. Make sure you're prepared to use it. And if you're not, don't take it out. Okay. My dad was a private detective and a detective for a short time. And he always taught me that. And he's the one that taught me how to use guns. I was shooting guns probably 3, 4 years old. And he always taught me, you know, do not take it out in anger with, you know, because I remember when I was really young, he's like, you can't have one, because my temper used to be really bad. But don't take it out unless you intend to use it. And, you know, it's not a toy. Respect the gun. And if you feel you need to use it, that's what you have it for. But don't take it out unless you intend to use it, and you've got to be of right mind to know that you'll be okay with that, because you could hurt or kill somebody, and make sure you know how to use it, because you don't want it turned around on you. Okay, so that's the beginning part of this video, and I just wanted to kind of start it that way by talking about protection, and protection is very important as we're um, Of course, in this physical world, it's extremely important. Like I said before, I mean, people go missing every day. People get murdered, unfortunately, every day. Women are raped like every 15 minutes or so. It might even be higher than that in this country. Um, so it's a good idea to be able to protect yourself. But what about spiritually? I'm always talking about soul wounds. I'm always talking about attacks and that sort of thing. And as most of you know, if you watch my videos, I was born, some people say gifted, some people say cursed. I kind of say both. I've come to the realization that it's more of a gift than anything else. But sometimes it feels like a curse because the energy of this world, the vibration of this world, and my vibration don't mix. And it makes it very, very, very uncomfortable to live here. Many people that have my gift become drug addicts, alcoholics, suicide statistics because it's virtually impossible to deal with the energies of this world. They are such a low vibration, and um, and I'm not saying I'm better. Please don't get me wrong, but it's the way I was born. And then through working on it all my life, now I've purposely raised my vibration. I was born, like I like to say, with one foot in the spirit realm and one foot in this realm, and I have spiritual eyes. I can see things that others can't see. Interestingly enough, I can still be fooled for myself. Like, I can help you, I can tell you if somebody is not to be trusted, but for myself, I can still sometimes be fooled because I let my emotions take over. I let my physical side take over, and I can still, if I want something bad enough, then I bypass all the signs. We all do that, right? Like if you're in a marriage and you're being cheated on, but you don't want the marriage to end, you purposely don't see, you know, kind of like that. But we need protection, especially the more you work on raising your vibration, the more, I see so many videos out there about like the quote unquote law of attraction and manifesting and casting out evil and even there are some that a whole slew of videos talking about blocking curses and sending them back. And I was just thinking the other day in prayer, I was talking to Jesus and I said, because there was a time, even though I was raised to believe in Jesus, I did not know him. I thought I did, but I didn't. Thank God I didn't cross over at that time. I'm so happy that the Lord allowed me to get to know him and to know the truth. Because now I'm born again. I was told the other day that I was evil and this woman had to stay away from me. And this woman proclaims Christianity, but yet deals with things that I don't want to get into it because I don't want to say anything negative about anything. But it's kind of like the pot calling the kettle black. And it hurt my feelings so bad because I have done nothing but help this woman since the day I met her. I met her through, she hired me with, but it was for a volunteer position. And I've never charged this woman. I don't believe we've ever had a paid appointment. And for her to say that to me, it just really, really hurt my feelings. Um, I am a Christian. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm born again. I came to know the Lord probably 10 years ago. Um, and like I said, I was raised in a religious family, but I never really knew the Lord. And I was talking to God the other day about when I was younger and when I used to just, if I wanted something, I just got it. We used to joke about it. We used to say, they'd say Lori Zapper or, whatever. And I didn't think twice about that. Like, if somebody was doing something negative, I would stop them. I would block them. I would send their energy back to them. And I wouldn't think twice about it. Now I realize that, I have to live higher than that. If somebody is doing something negative, I can't take it upon myself to just go zzz, zzz, and be done, right? Which, although sometimes I'd love to. Um, no, instead I have to hand it over to the Lord. And sometimes that makes things a little more difficult when you're like, Lord, when I was, not following you, so many things were different. And it seemed that I was able to manifest in this and that. And I was to a degree, but if I look back on it, it was not anywhere near the depth that it is now. Now I know that I have eternal life. I'm not going to get off on on a tangent talking about this. But what I'm saying to you is be extra careful There are so many people out there that talk about the law of attraction, that talk about manifesting, that talk about breaking curses, but they don't have a God base. And sometimes you got to really pay attention because they say they do, but if you look at them, you look at how they do things, they don't. We aren't supposed to take things into our own hands. Are we to a degree? Yes. I mean, God set up the universe in a certain way so that we are able to manifest what we need. We are able to go forward in life. We're able to, um, make things happen, create the life that we want, but we want to make sure that we never forget that He's in charge, okay? That makes actually, it gives you the peace because you know that if it's aligned with His will, it's coming. I just manifested a couple things this week that I really thought were impossible, and they came to pass. So praise God on that. But spiritual protection, we need kind of our own spiritual taser, right? But a spiritual one, a spiritual one. You know, you are going to be under attack. So say you're trying to manifest something, or like we've talked about before, something continuously comes to you over and over and over. People continuously treat you like you're unworthy. You keep ending up in relationships with people that lie to you. You get so far and then you don't hit the point of success. Those sorts of things are caused by soul wounds, and soul wounds are caused by attacks. So originally you got this attack and you can hang on to it, or even if you let it go, there are entities and energies out there that do not want your success, especially as far up as, the higher your vibration goes, the more you have these attacks on you. Now, when I say this, I don't want you to immediately say, well, then I don't want to raise my vibration, because it's well worth it. It's well worth the battle. So if you find that this is happening to you, like we've talked about in previous videos, pull a shield of protection around yourself. It's just as easy as raising your vibration. You take some deep breaths, raise up your vibration, and envision the white light of the Lord surrounding you. All you've got to do is envision that. It's seriously that easy. Make sure that you are living the way that you should live, because these entities will try to get to you first by having you do something or think something that is totally out of alignment. But yet, say you want something so bad and it's really out of alignment. It's not working the way that it should. It's not coming together spiritually. Well, these voices in your head will be like, go ahead and do it anyway, blah blah blah. That can be them too. They attack in different ways. They attack by getting you to do something. They attack through other people, their words, their actions. And we get mad at the people, and it starts this whole thing. We got to try to remember that there are powers and principalities behind that. And then they do blatant attacks too, blatantly try to block prayers from being answered, blatantly try to block manifestations from coming to pass, and put that protection shield around you. And then not only that, but have your spiritual taser ready, right? And just know you can. Now, you don't want to harm any person ever. You want to go to their whatever's leading them. If there's a negative force leading them, you want to bypass the person, go to the force, okay? And you basically, in your heart that you are more powerful through the power of God, through the power of Jesus. Now, every entity has to bow at that name. So you just basically keep that manifestation vision in your head. Know it's going to come to pass. Do not let it go. It's going to come to pass. Now, know it's going to happen without obsessing over it. You don't want to be looking for signs. You don't want to be waiting for it to happen. You just know it's going to happen. Okay? You just know it, and you just live that way. If you have manifested enough money to pay your bills, know the bills are going to be paid. Do not worry. And when the opportunity comes up to take action, because God will show you those opportunities, take them. Don't. So say you wanted to manifest $1,000. We'll just start little. You know it's coming. You're doing all the right things. And then somebody calls you and wants to give you $1,000, and you go, no, no, no. Well, come on now. There it is. So you've got to take action with it, right? So we believe, it's coming. We have faith. We believe that we're good enough to receive it. We believe in the whole process. We have faith. We have faith that it's coming. We have faith in God. We have faith that He cares enough about us to make this happen. We live in gratitude. We're grateful for what we have today, and grateful for what we're going to manifest. And we live not only in gratitude but in forgiveness, because those negative entities, that's one of the ways they attack. They get somebody to do something it's really hard for you to get over. Now you've got unforgiveness in you. Forgiveness is an action, not a feeling. Remember that. So we live in forgiveness. And then we also have our protection. So if you feel like somebody is coming at you, just like you would in this physical world, zap them. You zap them spiritually, not the person, but the forces behind them. That's the difference in what I used to do and what I do today. And I've just grown. That's all. I've just grown. I've learned its knowledge. I was never one of those people that got what I wanted and just by destroying people. I never just zap people just for the heck of it. But I used to think it was the people. Now I know it's the power behind them. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and stay tuned. You can manifest your entire life. Know that. All right. Take care.